So it's the final stretch of the Karnataka campaign. It boils down to these next 3-4 days. Is the campaign now suddenly changing in the last week or so, ever since Prime Minister Modi landed up here in Karnataka and started campaigning, first from the personal attacks on the Prime Minister and then, of course, the Congress's manifesto promise yesterday of banning the Bajrang Dal. Is that turning this election? Let me now introduce a very special guest who is joining us, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. Do you believe that this election, which up until maybe 2 weeks ago was a neck-and-neck fight, maybe even your opposition, the Congress had its nose ahead, in the last 2 weeks, there seems to be something happening on the ground that is sort of shifting the ground from beneath their feet?
Certainly there is upsurge in the last 15 to 20 days. Once the seats were settled down and the battle was set up, we have been having a lot of advantages. But for that also, before that, a lot of groundwork has been done by BJP cadre, and the entire party was geared up. The workers are in high spirit. That has helped us to take up a lot of issues straight to the people and try to convince them. And second issue is that whatever Congress tried to do, which is totally lies, falsehood, it was never stuck to anybody. But people, you can see on the ground that there is no anti-incumbency on the government like from north to south.
Okay.
Of course, there might be some anti-incumbency at local constituency level, but sweepingly at the state, there is no anti-incumbency.
Okay.
That is another great advantage we had.
So tell me, this promise made by the Congress yesterday to ban the Bajrang Dal, they are saying it's a extremist organization, it is a militant organization. Why is the BJP and your extended other organizations making this such a big issue in the election campaign?
See, Congress also knows very well Bajrang is not an extreme organization or a militant one. The issue is they try to satisfy the minorities, PFI and SDPI. In the real hurry to satisfy them, they have shown Bajrang Dal along with them. You can't weigh a nationalist thinking organization with the anti-national organization. See, PFI has been proved again and again. There are a lot of cases and a lot of people have been put behind bars for last so many years. That has been very clearly established. Whereas in Bajrang Dal, there is not even a single case of that sort. So it is very, very blatantly Congress has tried to lie to appease the minorities, and that's how there is a very big reaction against them. People can see through the game of Congress.
But they have today put out a list of cases that were filed against Bajrang Dal activists, even by your government, even in the last couple of years. How do you
the nature of cases of Bajrang Dal and nature of cases of PFI and which sections are, they are totally different. Most of the PFI cases have been handling by NIA. What it means? NIA means international connections are there, terror connections are there. Show me one in Bajrang Dal. So, to ban an organization, there is a rules, and state government doesn't have a powers to ban. Bajrang Dal is in so many states.
Yeah.
It's only the center has to do. So, you Congress can never dream near anywhere to come to power. So, it's just a poll gimmick to appease minorities. It is very well established.
So, has this campaign now in the last week, the BJP is taking up these national issues, attack on Prime Minister, now you have this Bajrang Dal ban, whereas Congress is saying talk about local issues, including, of course, they're saying
you tell me,
40% commission
now,
and all that.
Yeah, now you tell me, who blamed Prime Minister? It's Congress, none other than the AICC President. Now if you blame and use all foul languages and you don't want it to be an issue, and then I think something is wrong in their thinking. They have started these issues. The first speech in Umnabad, Prime Minister spoke of development, double engine Sarkar, and a lot of development works in terms of roads, rails, infrastructure. and then food security, then drinking water, what all we have done, he has spoken that. Then came this kind of a foul game which was started by Congress. So they are trying to show that by blaming the Prime Minister and blaming me, they can come back to power. They don't know that they are shooting in their own
foot. But when it comes to these polarizing issues, your government also, this minority quota, you had removed that minority quota and given it to Lingayats and to Bokuligas. The Supreme Court also asked what was the tearing hurry. Congress is saying that BJP wants to set the narrative that polarizing issues are talked about more not development issues.
It is not that. In fact, the minority quota which was done, it was not done by any basis, nor database, nor legal entities there, nor even constitutional propriety is there. This was attempted in Andhra and it has been stayed by 7-member bench. In fact, we have given them a kind of a security after that. For example, I'll tell you, the poorest of the poor in Muslims, there are 17 subcastes. They are still in backward classes. We have not removed them. They are in Schedule 1 and Schedule 2A. They are still there, 17 subcastes. Like Pinjara, then Chaparban, Darji, so many things, Nadaf, they are still there.
Okay.
In the name of religion it was there. The criteria was, economical criteria was there even in backward class. Even in 2B where they were there, the economic criteria was there. Now we have given them economic this thing. They are also same criteria. Criteria has not changed. In fact, from 4%, we have given them 10%. And we have...
But the 10% is for all economically backward sections.
Hardly 4-5 castes are there.
Okay.
Hardly 4-5 castes are there. So they are better off. Congress is misguiding the Muslims, misguiding the minorities. And in fact, there was a very well written article in the leading paper of the country, and they said this is how we can safeguard the real the Muslim this thing, and this should be considered seriously by Tamil Nadu and others who are trying to bring minority quota. So this is how we have done legally, constitutionally, and we have not done justice. In fact, we have secured them.
Okay.
But Congress is trying to play politics in that.
So let me ask you about some political issues. When the ticket distribution got announced and some of your senior leaders who've been associated with your party left, Mr. Shettar left, Mr. Savdi left, the Congress is saying again this is proof of how the BJP treats Lingayats and senior Lingayat leaders. Have you addressed that issue?
Certainly. See, party had made these two gentlemen everything, right from minister to a speaker to chief minister, party president. They built him, in fact. In other case, even though he was lost, we made a deputy CM. Now you tell me, after doing all this, if they rebel out, people will not understand. Party is behind their growth. So there is no question of any ill effect of that. And these are all party-based, cadre-based seats. So nothing is going to happen.
So you're confident that both Mr. Shettar's seat and Mr. Savdi's seat, the BJP will win? It's a BJP vote and a BJP seat, not so much?
The way things would stand today, we are going to win both the seats.
Both Mr. Shettar's seat and Mr. Savdi's seat. Let me ask about your opponents. Of course, there is, at least as of now, in the last few months, they've decided to put the leadership question behind. But do you believe that issue between Mr. Siddaramaiah and Mr. Shivkumar is settled?
No, it will not be settled.
It will not be settled?
It will not be settled forever because the chemistry of both people are totally different.
Okay, how so?
That is there to see. And each one, for Siddaramaiah, it's the last chance for him to become chief minister. He has openly said that you should vote Congress to make me CM. He never said that vote Congress for betterment of this. If you want to make me CM, that even D.K. Shivkumar in all forums, especially in Okkaliga forums, he says there is another chance for Okkaliga after S.M. Krishna. I got a chance. You should support me. So they have been publicly fighting it out, and the language, everything they use shows their chemistry.
So don't you think that for Mr. Siddaramaiah, when he says this is his last election, there'll be some sympathy amongst backwards caste particularly?
See, there was a sympathy when he was not made CM. Once they have made CM for 5 years, he has ruled. Now, no question of sympathy.
Okay, let me talk about the JDS also very quickly, because that party seems to be floundering, and there is a school which says that the better the JDS performs, the better it is for the BJP, because every time JDS has got 25 or 30 seats, it has helped the BJP and actually dented the Congress, because they are fighting for the same Vokalika vote bank.
No, it's the other way around. The more JDS gets, Congress and JDS post-poll tie-up is already been talked out. They did last time.
Yeah.
They're trying to do this time. But unfortunately, both are not getting any numbers.
And you are not going to have any post-poll arrangement with JDS or anyone?
We have decided not to have.
So if you fall short of 113, you are ready to sit in the opposition?
The situation is not so. People will give a clear mandate. Since we are very confident, that question is not on our table.
No, but in the event of, because you have done business
I
with the
can't
JDS
answer the
before.
hypothetical question.
Okay. All right. One final word. We don't know what the future will bring. We don't know, who's going to get 113, who's not going to get 113. What happens to Mr. Basavaraj Bommai after May the 13th?
What will happen? I'll be there, and my party will take care of me, in whatever form. I am with party always.
Okay. We will leave it at that. I'm not asking you to elaborate on what you mean by party will take care of you, but thank you very much for joining us here on CNN News 18.
Thank you.